Hello and good evening, everybody, to another community wrap up. So it's the wrap up stream that we do every Wednesday, and also we talk about the shining stars, the rising stars in the EverRise community that do all so much to keep spirits high and engagement levels just through the roof, as we've seen recently with EverRise having EverEvoke trending last night on Twitter, which was awesome to see. It's my absolute pleasure in this episode of the show to have a special guest joining me. And I'm just going to switch to the screen now, and hopefully it's not going to break. It's the one and only Fish. How are you doing, Fish?
Hey,
also known as
good.
Brian.
I'm good, Jason. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, man. Thank you ever so much for joining me on tonight's wrap up. And it's been another very busy week behind the scenes, and we've done quite a bit on our socials. We'll talk about it in a moment, but you just if for those who don't know, Brian is the bard of EverRise, always writing the utmost amazing songs about EverRise, and 250 more, maybe more songs you've done. You might be able to correct me.
Yeah, I stopped counting around 200. I think it's up to like 240, 250 maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy how your mind can just write a song literally on any topic regarding EverRise within a few minutes. The one was the other day was Unstoppable Domains. That was actually where you kind of jumped in the AMA and you were like, okay, let's put pen to paper and write a few verses, and then that was it. That was awesome, man. And they were over the moon to hear that. But thank you for all you have done for the EverRise community, and you were of course a winner of last week's community spotlight, and we thank you for all of the efforts that you put in to the community.
Hey, it's really my pleasure. I mean, it's I keep writing songs because people keep listening to them. I mean that's the honest to God truth is I keep doing this because the community keeps responding to it. So I don't know what to say besides thanks. I mean, that's what I've got in the tank is thanks to everyone who listens, who supports me, who, watches the live streams, who listens to the music, who live streams it. Thanks.
Now, the whole point of this show is about obviously wrapping up the events of the week, but also centering around the community. Can I just ask you, what got you into EverRise? Like, I know you probably weren't expecting me to ask you questions, but I am really interested. Like, what was your story about EverRise? What got you into it? And how's the journey been so far?
It's been amazing. I got into cryptocurrency back in, it was like late 2020, early 2021. And I kind of got into it through some friends, and then I was just browsing PooCoin one day, and a PooCoin ad came up, and I think I saw something on Reddit too, where there was a little bit of a push, a little bit of a marketing push that came out, and I just started seeing stuff about EverRise. So I just kind of, I missed the pre-sale. I think that's kind of the common story is everybody couldn't get in on the pre-sale because it sold out in like 30 seconds.
I missed the pre-sale.
Yeah,
I missed the pre-sale as well. And like, I was like waiting on the chart, waiting for an entry point after the initial pump. I was like, when can I get in? When can I get in?
I think I bought in the middle of the initial pump. So
yeah, I bought at 7. I think I bought at 7.
Yeah, I think I bought at 8. I think mine was right around 8. But
yeah,
I was just thrilled to get in. And yeah, it was just one of those things where I started off. I really liked the positivity, the positive vibes, the positive energy. So that I came across the Telegram, and that's where I was just like, man, everybody's just so positive, and it was just so inclusive, and it was all about instead of the there was hype, but it was manageable. It wasn't like this ridiculous,
unrealistic, outlandish hype.
Yeah, it wasn't like we're going to the moon today. It was like, yes, we're going to go to the moon one day. It was it was measured expectations. And I when I got into the Telegram, I'm usually just a lurker. I usually just lurk. Honest to God, I don't typically put myself out there and chat much in online chat rooms. So I ended up just writing lyrics, and this all started, I was just posting lyrics with the little music notes around them. And I was just writing lyrics and posting them in the Telegram chat. And somebody asked me if I was a bot, if I was just like a lyric bot.
So you started writing lyrics. They probably look like poems.
Yeah, they look like poems with little musical notes around them.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me if I was a lyrics bot, and I said, there's only one way I can prove that I'm human, and that's I got to record something and actually like put it out there. So that's how it started with the EverRise anthem. Was I decided I was going to write a whole song and start to finish, record it, put it out there, and then have that as a proof that I'm not a bot. And there was just such a good reception to that turned into writing another song and another song and another song and another song, and here we are.
Yeah, it's kind of looking back, it feels weird knowing that it's been over a year now. It's like 14 months. Kind of strange how time has gone by. Like they say, time in DeFi, it's fast. I mean, weeks and weeks go by like a blink of an eye for me. But it's crazy to think about like where we started all the way back then, last year, and where we are now, and the journey it's been, and the people that we've met along the way, and the friendships and the relationships that have been forged within the community also. But no, it's it's a pleasure to have you on with us. And like, again, it's, you are a well-known, respected person within the community. And when you said yes for coming on, it really made my day, because we haven't got TJ here today. We've got TJ he's at Futurist. He's playing around with Vitalik and BitBoy and others, so he can have all the fun talking about EverRise to others, and I get to stay in my shed. But it's fine. I don't mind that. But talking about the last week, we obviously had the AMA with Certic, the joint spaces with Certic last Friday, and that was really awesome. They really were interested in Everown and some of the security solutions that we've provided to other projects in the space, and I don't think it'll be the last of the AMA, the last of the spaces that we do with Certic. That's for sure. We've got developed a really strong relationship with Chase and the crew there, and we our goals and visions align, right? We all are both working for a stronger, securer DeFi. So that was awesome, and we had a good attendance as well there, and it kind of flowed really naturally, which is pretty awesome. The next thing that came up was, of course, the BNB chain Spanish AMA that Andy and Enrique kind of did on that. That was awesome. Lots of participation in that. Andy Enrique just naturally blew it away, as you would expect. We'll talk more about Andy Enrique a little bit later in the show as well. that was just awesome. That the B&B chain, from what I understand, their Spanish community absolutely love us. They're asking lots of questions about us, and again, it's helping to raise the EverRise brand to an international community, not just the English-speaking community, because there are so many people out there that don't necessarily have English in their languages, and Spanish, French, these languages, Chinese, all these languages that massive communities are out there waiting to find out about EverRise, and this was a good important step forward in terms of driving brand awareness and recognition. But did you check out that AMA, Fish?
Oh yeah, I was in there with my Google Translate and the DeepL app, and I was answering questions to the best of my ability. I was translating in real time some of the chat questions, and was going back through and figuring out the answer and posting it in Spanish. I know just like a little teeny bit of Spanish, so I can't understand it conversationally, but like if I can sit down and look at the words and take the time to translate it, I can usually pick up on things pretty well. But that combined with Google Translate, I was just going through and people that were asking questions. I was, stuff that I knew, stuff that I could recognize the Spanish words, I'd go back through and provide answers. So yeah, it was awesome. Andy and Enrique just did an amazing job.
They really do. And Fish, I'm afraid that audio thing's come back. So I don't know what it is. It's like I can still hear you speak, and everyone else can hear you speak, but it's just like distortion. It's like a distortion on your like, it's almost like interference on the line. I don't know why. So apologies.
Jump out. I can come back.
Yeah, jump out and come back. Why not? Let's do that, and I can keep an eye. Yeah. And I'll. Okay, sounds good. There we go. Ethereum Daily tweeted out about us. Again, we are always popping up on the social signals, and the community is always alive and kicking. From Ethereum point of view, we're coming in that one. Was it 7th? I think on the list. There's the most bullish sentiment in the ERC20 tokens, which is pretty good. From data gathered from Lunar Crush. So that was pretty cool to get Ethereum Daily tweeting out about us. Now we've obviously been doing regular questions, and we're driving engagement on our Twitter by asking, about what kind of DeFi enthusiast are you? Are you a hodler, a gamer, an artist, a degen? Some of these fun questions can come up and essentially help grow engagement on our tweets. I think Fish is back. And I'm going to try and get him back up on the screen here, because whenever you join back, Fish, it gives you a new link. There we go. So it should be able to hear you now. How's it going? Talk to me. Talk to me. Fish, can you hear me? No, Fish, no. we are trying to speak to Fish, but I don't think he can hear us. This is great.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yeah.
And I can't hear you.
Oh dear, well there we go. We've got another problem. We've just made a whole new problem. But that's fine, we'll bear with it. I'm sure we can sort it out.
I'll be back.
No problem, that's fine. So again, Unstoppable Domains, Sandy Blockchain tweeted out about us. So she's part of Unstoppable Domains. She's, I think, quite high up in their leadership there, which was pretty awesome. I think she was actually at Futurist, if I'm not mistaken. She's at Futurist right now, and I think TJ's met up with a few of the Unstoppable crew at Futurist. Pictures may come from that, just to watch the space. We've been attending, and Peter's been attending lots of spaces as well. Mario Norfall did a space talking about, it's always about thought-provoking discussions about cryptocurrencies. A lot of it's legal stuff, and he's always sought after, which is pretty cool. He's actually doing a space tonight, which is going to have Tasha. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
There we go. Technology works. Technology works. It's fine. Let me just grab that thing so I can get you back up on the stream. And everybody in the chat will be happy to know that you're back.
I'll
So
be back.
you're back, almost back.
There we go. Well, my little experiment with my microphone didn't work.
Oh, are you just using your normal mic now?
I'm just using the built-in one in the computer.
Ah, okay, dokie. Okay, so I'm just going through the events of the last week. We had the Solana hack, which obviously got people panicked. Myself and a few others joined into that, and we talked about what potentially could have been happening to the wallets on Solana. I got up on stage and started talking to them for like, so I wasn't even like, I'm not even on Solana, but I was talking to them about open approvals, of wallets, and making sure that they're revoking permissions and trying to get to the bottom of what could have possibly happened. And that was interesting. A lot of interesting people started to join, like developers on Solana, security experts. It was good to get their opinions as well. And then we had obviously an onboarding to EverSwap back on the 4th, which was Bitburn. Bitburn joined to EverSwap.
Yeah.
And then we had the tweet that went out about the total value locked. So we had a tweet going out from source of DeFi Llama, $40.8 million worth of value locked within the EverRise ecosystem, which is pretty awesome. Jen, as well at the weekend, that weekend was actually Monday. She went to a Bring a Friend to Crypto Mondays. And Jen went to present DeFi 101 at Crypto Mondays. So that was pretty awesome. I had some really good feedback from that. So that's a real life in-person event in LA. So that was pretty cool. We got the crypto.com listed EverRise on their DeFi wallet, which was pretty cool. Came out of nowhere, listed us. So we kind of tweeted out about that, sung about that, and I thought the community kind of definitely engaged with that tweet. It's good engagement on that one. And then we had another tweet from BSC Daily talking about us. It's always like the same logos. Every time I see it, it's always the same logos. And Ethereum Daily also tweeting about us as well. One of the things I will say about our community, Fish, is that judging our community against others, like our engagement has been really good. Like throughout this market cycle of uncertainty, like the risers have just been out in full force, just been constantly tweeting, using hashtags, and it's not gone unnoticed.
Dude, it is the signal has risen above the noise. I mean, the constant tweeting, the constant retweeting, the constant posting of hashtags, that does something. And with EverRise kind of being out there as like this continual beacon, I mean, it's just a beacon of, hey, we're still here, we're still doing things, we're still building. Market conditions,
we don't care about those.
They are what they are. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. And I think people see that. And I think we continue to draw people in because we're not Chicken Little, the sky is falling. So
absolutely. So we've got some people in the chat, so say hello to them. We've got Eddie in the chat, we've got Roger Styles, we've got Luke there too, we've got Marby, SB Olive. I guess I'm saying your name right, SB. We've got the one and only Enrique there. I think we've got Andy in there too. I'm not sure.
Secret Andy. I think that's
Secret Andy. But yeah, I always laugh at Enrique's little profile photo. He uses this like chihuahua with a balaclava. I always laugh when I see it. I don't know where he got that from. I would love to know where he got it from. Enrique, let me know because it's pretty funny. Is it from a movie or is it like a meme or something? I don't know. We talked about EverWallet. We talked about EverRevoke as well. 82,000 people, 82,000 times people have taken back control of their wallets by utilizing EverRevoke. That's pretty awesome to keep seeing those numbers going up. So yes, we had more shout outs from BSC News, talking about the TVL gainers. We've talked about David Gockstein tweeted up about EverRevoke also. and referred to the fake whitelist B8 Board 8 Yacht Club sale. 370 ETH, Brian, got stolen there. 370 ETH, as well as 5 Bored Apes. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of digital property that was stolen there, all because of an open access to a wallet. We onboarded Little Rabbit to EverMigrate on the 8th also, and we tweeted out about that. We had the Great Moonshot tweet out about us as well, about the amount of value that's locked in and the engagement that we've got on our socials, which is, again, we keep seeing the same thing. Multiple different people keep tweeting out about the engagement. So guys, keep it up. Keep up that awesome engagement. The banner competition on Reddit. Do you know about this, Fish?
Oh yeah. I'm terrible with graphic skills.
So you got to do it. You got to do it.
It's going to be stick figures. It's going to be stick figures. So I'll make. Okay,
do it.
I'll do it. I'll
do a banner of stick figures. Who knows?
Like the EverRise family, just a bunch of little stick figures. Look,
I mean, it could be something that we like. Who knows? I'm not going to judge you.
I'll give it a shot. I have performing arts skills, not graphic arts skills. That's I've come to terms with that. I cannot draw, but I'll try. I drew an elephant once.
It's all fun. It's all fun. And you know, I want to share something. I'll share you a bit of AI. I'm going to get you to, every guest I have on the show, I'm going to get them to generate a bit of AI artwork. You may not be a graphic designer or an artist, as you may say, but you may be the generator of such artwork by AI. So we'll get to that in a bit anyway. Let's talk about, so again, the burn mechanism. We released a blog post on the burn. I say we, as Matt, also known as Buddy, and you know, we really wanted to kind of get out information regarding the burn, because there's always a question about, have you got a burn at EverRise? Is that you? Because it's really important that we have burns. Actually, I would disagree with that, but we do have a burn mechanism at EverRise, and you can find out more about it in the blog post, which is linked on the website and also linked in this Twitter post. Do you know about the burn mechanism, Fish?
Oh, I love the burn mechanism. I love calling it the swirn, the swap and burn.
The swirn.
I love that.
You've actually got a bot that you've put together that tells you about the swirn, right? Haven't you?
Yeah. So yet another buy sell bot does identify when the swirn happens. So it will flag the transaction and put up a little post that says, "Hey, swirn."
So for those of you who don't know, Fish also has coded the yet another buy and sell bot. And you can get access to that, how, Fish, if you wanted to have access to it?
It's on Telegram. I think it's just Yabs.
Yabs.
Yeah, yet another buy sell.
And then within that, you get the liquidity. So you get the swirn. And am I also right in saying you've got the Kraken activations going off in there as well?
The Kraken's in a different channel. That's in Kraken Watch.
Kraken Watch, that's it. I've got both of those channels, but I always kind of blur it into one in my head because I've got so many channels on Telegram. I wish I could share you my channels, but literally I've got so many, it's just ridiculous.
I've got a ton of them too, and I apologize that I just keep creating them. I mean, I know it's more and more work to keep up with, but yeah. So on Yabs, the swirn is tracked, and it's also on Twitter too. I put that on Twitter, so.
Or you are one talent. You on what, on Twitter? What, the abs bot?
Yep.
Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you just do a search for Yabs, YABS.
I'll do that in a moment. I'll just get through these tweets so I'm not out of order, and then I'll have a look. We had 10 winners of the BNB Chain Spanish AMA that won 10 EverRise stakes, which is pretty awesome. And they could see they claimed their rewards, and that they've now the proud owners of a 12-month 5K Rise stake, which is pretty awesome. We got Adam Shelton talking about us. Adam's pretty awesome. He's is quite interested in the EverRise ecosystem. He does videos on the odd occasion about EverRise, and he talks about how his staking is going, and he's always over the moon about his staking. He's like, this is what I've got so far in my staking rewards. It's always great to see a video from Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
BSC Daily tweeting out again about a look back on the month, and we're up there in the DeFi category as being a top project, which is always nice to see from BSC Daily. Got some wallpapers that remind of the wallpapers that I designed a little while back that people can use on their phone or their desktop. More AMAs, of course. We had an issue with Curve Finance as well. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Saying about tokens, remove, revoke permissions on their token because they had an issue. They had a compromise. So EverRevoke is certainly something that you should be using. And this again leads me back to the fact that we were trending last night. Screenshot here saying EverRevoke trending. We tweeted about it. We made a noise about it, and people listened. So it's pretty awesome.
I did write a song called "It's No Joke," and it's all about EverRevoke.
It's no joke. It's all about EverRevoke.
Yeah.
There's no joke. Absolutely. Yeah. I think what I said when it came to giving a clue, I said you'd be stupid not to use it, right?
I think you're right. I mean, it's really simple to use. It's really straightforward. Why wouldn't you? Absolutely.
TJ tweeting a picture. Oh no, Sandy tweeting a picture of TJ meeting up with Eric from Unstoppable Domains in Toronto. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, I think kind of just another blog post went out about what is a DAO? What is a decentralized autonomous organization? If you want to find out more about it, you can go to everrise.com/ I don't know if it's blog, everrise.com/blog, I believe it is the URL. If not, oh no, yeah, it is blog. And you can find the latest articles there. Or just go to our Twitter and it's one of the most recent tweets. I'm going to retweet that now, actually. And then I posted a video earlier on this week as well. Did you get a chance to see the video of the teaser?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Should I just play it? Should I play it for everyone? Just to kind of
you absolutely should.
Get the kind of the atmosphere going.
I love the teasers and I hate the teasers all at the same time.
Here we go.
So excited for this.
I'm excited for this because this button, everyone's gonna be racing each day to press this button, right, to trigger the distribution of rewards. It's gonna be awesome to be the person that triggers it for everybody. And obviously each chain is gonna have a button that people can click. So if you miss out on the opportunity to hit the button on Ethereum, you can quickly jump over to Matic or to Phantom and see if you can get the button there. And I'm super excited, and I'm excited for you guys to see the NFTs. The NFTs as well are pretty cool. So,
I just can't wait. I've been waiting for this. I mean, I've been calling it the V1 liquidity unlocking experience because you guys, the team, have just put together this whole. It could have been, here's your damn tokens. It could have just been dumped on the chart, but no, this has been a whole experience of the buybacks or buying the tokens with the V1 liquidity, and now we get this button that's going to generate an NFT. I mean, how cool is that? I just want to reiterate, I think this is it could have just been, here's your tokens, have a good one.
Yeah, and I mean, the average person's locked up for almost 2 years anyway, right? So it's almost like, when it comes to giving the distribution of these tokens, it makes sense to have, for me, it's like a steady, sustainable release of the tokens. At the same time, it's interesting, right? It's keeping the community engaged, excited. It's an event that's going to happen every single day that people are going to talk about. And there's elements of gamification in terms of luck and skill that goes into winning an NFT as well. So, and as more information obviously will be coming out on that. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing the community kind of take it and start distributing. It's going to be great. And
of course, I can guarantee as soon as we get the smart contract address for that for that. I will be building a bot to track when the
there we
Leviathan
go.
goes off.
Yeah, and are you gonna put it in the same yabs?
I really hate to even consider. It may go in Kraken Watch. That seems like the most logical place for it.
Yeah, that actually makes more sense.
But then I might have to rename it Leviathan and Kraken Watch. But
Levy and Cracky. Levy and Cracky? No, I don't know if it rings a bell.
We'll just call him Levi. We'll just call him Levi.
We've got some time to think of a name, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's awesome. Now, next up on the show, I want to make a special mention to the awesome people that make make EverRise just that extra special just by being a part of the community. The people that are day in, day out making just positive experiences and going the extra mile to kind of share EverRise and build more awareness to the wider world about EverRise. And I want to say really that I've got someone in mind that I want to talk about. And Brian, I asked you before the show started, who would you choose? So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you name them. You may want to do it at the same time because they come in a pair, right?
Of course they do.
They do.
Yeah. So my pick for who should get the spotlight this week is Enrique and Andy, or Andy and Enrique, I should say. I gotta get the order right. But
yeah.
No, they both. I mean, between the moderating, between everything that they do, if you guys don't know, they do so many things behind the scenes that are just part of the glue of the EverRise community. They're never stopping, continuously working, and Andy and Enrique just both deserve accolades from everyone for all the hard work that they continually put in.
They do. I mean, I have never met such a genuinely, I just want to say, connected person in my life. Enrique knows everything that's going on about EverRise and about everything else in other, in DeFi work projects across the stretch of the stratosphere. I'll find out something about a DeFi project, and Enrique's like, yeah, I know about this, and he's telling me all about everything that's happening. I'm like, what? He's got ears. He's almost like the king of whispers.
I don't know how he does it. I mean, he's literally everywhere. The
king of whispers. That's what he is. Do you know? He's got these little birds that talk to him, and he's got these ravens. He sends ravens out to every corner of DeFi, and he gets information. He's like that. He's plugged in, and he's like, whenever I ask a question, he's like giving me loads of information. I'm like, oh wow. So Enrique, man, we love you so much. The work you put in as a moderator since day one, you are just something super special. You, and of course, not even mentioned just yet, Andy, who is just this just incredible person. She is so amazing when it comes to addressing people's questions, concerns. In the Telegram, both Andy and Enrique have gone out to other Telegrams that have onboarded, into our ecosystem and helped out other communities to get on board with EverMigrate and it just amazes me that these people out there they're so awesome. And over the last 14 months, I've had the pleasure of getting to know Andy and Enrique more and more, and just genuine people, good people, really good. Surround yourself with people like Andy and Enrique in your life. That's what I'll say. They are heartwarming people, and they care about the Rise community. This is awesome. And shout out to you guys. You're going to be getting a $100 unstoppable domain code from me. I'll give you that later on today for being just awesome. And from my point of view, I want to shout out Raced Lynn. Do you know Raced Lynn?
Oh yeah, Raced is awesome.
So let me just make sure that I'm not sharing anything that I shouldn't share on my screen. I always paranoid because I'm sharing my screen, right? I'm always really, really paranoid when it comes to sharing my screen because I just don't know what I might share that might get me in trouble. So Just give me 1 second. So Raced, if you're not aware of what Raced does, I'm going to bring it up now in the Discord. So guys and girls, if you're not in the Discord, why aren't you in the Discord? Like that's a question I've got to ask you guys. Here we go.
Discord is amazing. Discord is really amazing.
Discord is amazing. So Raced kind of, he sits in the Discord. He lives in the Discord, right? He is in the Discord discussions channel. But this person, I don't even know if he's a guy. I'm just guessing, right? He posts breakdowns on everything, man. Like, he's got the return of interest on your stake since the 3rd of April. He breaks it down in percentages. I mean, he's got wallet addresses. He's monitoring all of the EverRise wallet addresses, the deployer, the rewards contracts, the exchange the exchange addresses, all the project addresses. He's like just amazing, absolutely amazing. He's got all of the wallets, all the company wallets, the migration wallets, liquidity pools, staking rewards pools, exchanges, the burn tokens. Like, he's done some amazing mathematics, and people like this are just the epitome of awesomeness when it comes to information within the community. Community members taking the blockchain, using the blockchain to provide information to fellow holders that's not coming from the team. That's not coming from me, from Suresh, from Peter, from Jen, from whoever. It's coming straight from a community member that's done his research. When we talk about DYOR fish, this guy's taking it to the next level, man. He's DYOR'd plus. Like, he's insane. So Racelyn, I'm going to be messaging you because you are just incredible at what you do. And please don't stop doing it, because the community appreciates it, and I appreciate it, because you are providing a free service to the community to help them do their research. Thank you so much.
It was Race who really inspired me to build Kraken Watch originally. Just some of his return on investment calculations and things that he was working on, that kind of inspired me. I was like, I could probably track that too. And between him and his charts and facts and figures really, really inspired me to make some of that happen.
Well, I've got an interesting situation developing in the chat, Brian. Would you like to know about it?
Yes.
Enrique, it says, Jason, can we do something here? This just shows the character of Enrique, right? Just shows what it's about. I want to pass my prize to someone that we love. Mule. They want to pass the prize to Cybermule.
That's very Enrique-like.
Well, I tell you now, Enrique, I'm going to DM you the code, my friend, and what you choose to do with it is up to you. If you want to give it to Cybermule, then that's down to you, my friend. But I mean, it's a very noble thing to do. Massive respect to Cybermule. But I just think, again, just goes to show what Enrique is all about, really. But you deserve the prize, Enrique. But if you choose to give that away, that's entirely up to you, my friend. So I think on this one, we've naturally drawn to a conclusion on this episode of the Community Spotlight and the wrap up. There is obviously an elephant in the room, and that is the V1 distributor. And when will it come? We've had the teaser, and we're not allowed to tell you more about it just yet. But keep watching. Keep watching, guys. Keep an eye on social media. Keep an eye on Telegram. Get on Discord. Get on Reddit. If you're not on Reddit, get on Reddit. Create an account. We're almost at 10,000. Let's get the Reddit to 10,000, guys. Let's get the Discord numbers up. Some really cool stuff coming to Discord very soon. We've got something happening tomorrow night that I just need to confirm, and then I'm going to get a graphic out about it. So we're going to need you guys to show up tomorrow night as well, because that's something which is going to be coming up on YouTube. So yeah, keep watching on that one. Remember that phrase, keep watching, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.
See you guys.